Glad you're here, MZ. I got an assignment for you, straight from Professor Dumbledore. For me? For both of us. It's a two-person job, at least. Requires research and decent handwriting. Thing is, it's dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. Danger, I want to help or do more research. Honestly, I'd like to help. I want to help. Anything for you, Hagrid? Even if it is dangerous? I want to help. I can handle a little danger. Besides, there's always little danger in an adventure. That's very nice of you, MZ, but I don't want you getting hurt. Are you sure you're ready to handle some difficult creatures, MZ? Ready as I'll ever be, practically born for it. I suppose you are pretty good with creatures, MZ. You don't have to worry about me, Hagrid. I can handle myself, especially to help a friend. And by friend, I mean you. Besides, creatures like me better than some of my classmates do. Most of the time. Probably because they can't read the Daily Prophet. Wait, did I just diss? That's good to hear, MZ, but I'd feel better if you learned a bit more about creatures first. But specifically, what creature are we talking about here? Once you do, come talk to me about Braxons. Braxons? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. You said you wanted my help with Abraxans. What for? Guess I can tell you everything. Professor Dumbledore wants information about Braxons in Scotland. Something to do with Beauxbatons? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I suppose interschool relationships are important. What do you need me to do? There's an Abraxon in the Magical Creatures Reserve. Maybe you've seen it, eh? I haven't just seen it. I know that Abraxon better than anyone. I shouldn't have underestimated you, MZ. I just need you to get close to the Abraxon and take some notes. What? Like homework? Nah, just simple stuff. Like what it likes, what makes it angry, that sort of thing. It'd be a good idea to bring someone along. Someone smart, with decent handwriting. I think I know just the witch. Who? Who, me? Who? Is this the witch we're talking about? I'd best be off. Lots to do. Hey, Penny. How'd you like to befriend a giant horse with wings? And no, it's not a Pegasus. Pardon? I'm doing research on Abraxons for Hagrid, specifically how they interact with humans. I could use a second pair of eyes, and your penmanship is better than mine. My penmanship is quite good, isn't it? But the only Abraxons I've ever met were Madame Maxime's. If you could just make some observations, it'd really help me out. I don't know, MZ. Are you afraid, Penny? But I'm sure you're the perfect witch for the job. Here, let me explain. Okay, I'll do it. You just want me to take notes? Yes, please. I'll have my hands full. Abraxons are powerful and they can be hard to control. What do you mean, hard to control? You've got it tamed, haven't you? Yes, it's eating out of the palm of my hand. Sometimes, literally. Fantastic! Let me get some supplies and I'll meet you in the Creatures Reserve. This'll be fun! Penny, meet the Abraxon. Abraxon, this is Penny. I don't think it likes me very much. Snort. Reassure or tease? I'm not gonna tease! It just doesn't know you yet. I'm sure it'll love you once you build some trust. You're sweet, MZ. That I know. The key to creatures is distance. They have to get used to people gradually. It helps if you keep your voice level too. Because they can sense that. Huh? Where'd you learn so much about Abraxans? Trial and error, really. Nah. Here, I'll take the metaphorical reins. If you give it some space, it'll warm up to you. This is for Hagrid, right? He needs us to take notes on this Abraxan for some sort of exchange? Yes, you're the most level-headed person I know, Penny, and handling an Abraxan takes calm. You forgot to mention that I've got the best penmanship. That too. That too. You're right. I'll keep my distance and maybe this Abraxan will stop looking at me like it wants to bite my head off. Huff! It'll love you in no time. Let me show you how to make friends with an Abraxan. Snort! I think it's starting to like you. More importantly, we got some good notes out of this. Fantastic! Those will really help Hagrid when we bring him the Abraxan. You want to bring a giant winged horse to the castle? Yes, just to the training grounds. I'm not sure it fit anywhere else. Like you can't even squeeze it through the doors. Snort! Well, what could go wrong? Something, probably, when you said that. This is my Abraxan. It'll never be tame, but it trusts me, and that's what matters. It seems to like Penny well enough. Enough to let us take copious notes on its likes and dislikes. Copious? Am I pronouncing it right? I need to actually Google search what that means. What a beauty! Oh no. Did I do something wrong? Reassure, admit ignorance, or blame. No, I'm not going to blame Hagrid. And I'm not going to admit ignorance. I don't think it's you. It didn't like Penny at first, but this is something else. And I'm this is why you should not blame Hagrid. Thanks, Samsy. That's nice to hear. Abraxans might be magical creatures, but they're still horses. They're all a little bit mad. I think it's because they're prey animals, if you want to be technical about it. Oh no! Well, that's going to be a problem. Yeah, that it flew away. It looks like it's going to the courtyard. I can track it down easily enough, but I don't know much about Abraxans. That's the only one I ever seen round here, and I still got no idea where it came from. Don't worry, Hagrid. We'll figure it out. It's like Rowan always says, knowledge is power. I'm sure there's something here that can tell us what's wrong. I've got it! It's scared of its own shadow. Seriously? Abraxans are basically giant, magical horses with wings. Horses are afraid of everything, including shadows. There aren't a lot of shadows in the creature reserve, and the castle freaked it out. We just need to calm it down. Well, a calming draught could help, but I don't think it's approved for equine use. We could try a single malt whiskey. That's what they drink, isn't it? Whiskey might be an option for the Abraxan, but I'm underage and terrified. I've never seen the Abraxan look at me that way. Leave the whiskey to me. You need to focus on controlling your fear before you even approach the Abraxan, or whiskey won't be enough. I think I'm ready as I'll ever be to face a terrified Abraxan. Did you get the whiskey? A whole bucket of single malt, courtesy of Hagrid. Are you sure you want to come? This could get messy. Wild horses couldn't stop me. That's going to do a lot of structural damage. I did not realize how massive this thing is. What's the plan, MZ? Speak softly, establish authority, or feed it. Maybe speak softly, like calm and gentle voice, if it's frightened. So let's try a gentle approach. Who's a good Abraxan? Yeah? You know me. I'm your friend, remember? Huff. I think it's working. Calming it down seems like the best solution. If I can keep it calm and distracted from the shadows, we should be fine. There are loads of shadows in here. I hope I brought enough whiskey. There's no time. Let's do this. Nay? It's all right. There's nothing to be afraid of. Nay! We've led the Abraxan to the whiskey, but we can't make it drink. Slurp. There he goes. Oh, that's a thirsty Abraxan. Well, I stand corrected. How are we going to get it out of the courtyard? Oh yeah. Maybe I can fly it home? Someone wants to see you, Hagrid. You did it! I knew I could count on you. It was scared of all the shadows up in the castle, but Penny and I calmed it down. The whiskey helped. After all this, we've got something interesting to tell Professor Dumbledore. Mind helping me put all this research together? I'll take that as a yes. Thanks for all your help, MZ. I couldn't have done it without you. It was my pleasure. I had fun horsing around. But I'm going to miss my Abraxan when we send it off to Beauxbatons. Or Beauxbatons. What? We're just sending them some information. They got enough Abraxans at Beauxbatons as it is. So I can keep it? Besides, how could I break up a friendship as special as what you got with your Abraxan? Hear that, mate? We're friends. Huff!